Hi, Dominic. I'm going to do your 30-minute spiritual healing now. So I'm just going to relax and we'll see what Spirit has to share, okay? Okay, I'm seeing what are like yellow feathers going pew, 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 like somebody's taking a Kleenex box and pulling one after the other and just tossing the tissues in the air. Something like yellow feathers going up in the air just like that and then just slowly falling down like that. It all stops. We're watching still these sort of yellow feathers, this sort of coming down, but all the need to pull them out, and it was quite exciting, and it just sort of no more, it's not happening anymore. It's more this is more complicated. There's some sort of box, like a tissue box, but it's attached to a pole and it seems metallic, like a metal box attached to a metal circular pole, kind of like a tank, you know? And instead of the tank having a whole opening where you could shoot from it, it's got a sort of this attached metal box to it. And then it's like there's a pig riding on top of some sort of... It's a very strange image. I'm taking it apart. I'm not getting very far. I can't even see progress. But I do see what is like a pig. And the pig seems happy. It's pink. It's noticeable. It's got kind of a cartoon sort of style to it. It sort of turns its head back and points and laughs at you as you're taking apart things. It's kind of like on a Jedi flying thing through the woods. Like it's levitating and he's like, vern, vern, and like kind of goes through the trees and stuff and there's a pig flying it. But you're still back there and it's like you're trying to take apart something. Everything just feels like the motivations just aren't coming together here. You yourself feel like, I'm not even sure why I'm doing this anymore. Things seem to be turning to sand and they get gritty and there's something wet about the sand. It's really dark or gray. It's just hard to see with clarity. There's inspiration to pound the sand, make it flat and then hardened. Everything is exhausting. It's just, we were just with the yellow flowers was kind of exciting. It was really pretty the way they were just coming up like that and then just falling. And now we're here at this point. It just, where's the color and the fun and the loving? It just kind of, just, why are we doing this? That's kind of how I'm just communicating that with you. Why are we doing this? What does this mean to you? What was the yellow about? I kind of like that yellow more than this. You're showing me you're using some gardening tools and digging into the earth and then just kind of chucking this dirt behind you. You are hard at work here, digging into the soil. You seem to want to plant something. There's some sort of bush or it's something prettier. It seems to have flowers on it. I'm telling you, every image I get through, it has a flavor of feeling exhausted to it. And it's exhausted and there's not a whole lot of clarity about what are we putting out forth all of this. What are we doing here and why are we doing it? Why are we putting so much energy towards it? You clearly feel like this is part of what you are meant to be doing, part of what you feel like you need to be putting your energy towards. But it's not, I mean, when you're in balance, I'm going to be seeing parades and gardens and, holy light. I don't see things complicated, feeling exhausting. It just, something about life feels this way. I'm trying to get excited about you gardening or planting this. I mean, the bush is clearly pretty. It's got a very thin piece here, and then it's kind of ornate, and then it's got some flowers to it. These leaves are petal. I mean, the leaves on it are not, the whole thing is not exactly your average bush. It's got really beautiful, tiny little waxier, thicker petals, but they're small, and then there's some flowers on it. The color is becoming more vivid. Dark green and then white. And this trunk of it's very short. It's just a normal trunk of a bush, tree, or whatever. It's not big by any means. You are putting it in this hole that you dug. You're helping it to pat it together. You feel like the work is done. I'm telling you, I feel absolutely exhausted. There's a car here. I don't get, why are you not relaxing? If you're worn out, why are you just continuing to keep pushing forward? It's hard for me to get through this with you. This car is nicer. I'm starting to feel a little more energy. I feel like I'm opening the door for somebody to come out, and it's a woman. She's in a glamorous dress. She's very eye appealing. She's got a very eye appealing smile as well. She knows this about herself. You really like seeing her. You're really happy to open the door for her. You don't feel good enough for her. I mean, we're looking at everything we've accomplished thus far, and she's got it together, but she's just naturally, I mean, she's just beautiful. Like, you can't go wrong, right? Well, I'm not getting to know anything about her personality or her heart. What I do know is that she's has a very eye appealing sort of physicality, and then her smile is very beautiful, and she's very natural. I mean, she's very natural, and she's confident. She knows she's attractive. I don't feel that she's challenged by much. You open the door for her. She's still standing there. She's sort of waving, but I don't see who she's waving at. She seems to think she's a celebrity, but I don't see people like awing around her. But you see her. You absolutely see her. She's not looking at you, though. She's not waving at you. She shouldn't even have to. She should just be giving you a massive hug. I just feel disappointed. As I'm looking at this, I keep looking at everything we've seen. My mind keeps circling every point of this journey, looking for some meaning or explanation to it all. All of this exhaustion, all of this momentum put towards things that don't really doesn't really make sense. The pig on the riding thing made more sense than anything else. Like, that pig was happy. You just aren't really feeling very happy. But you do see her, and you do feel full of energy and delighted. Something is disconnected between the way you love her and her seeing you. She's not actually looking at you. It'd be like if I stepped out of a car and was seeing everybody else around but you, the man who opened the door for me. Not even acknowledging you, but yet knows that you're there and watching and feels that is the way it should be. They're asking me if I know who this is or what this means. I'm examining if I feel this is a real person in your life, or if this is part of your life experience, some other reflection of it just seems to manifest as though it is a woman of this kind. thing about her is she's not exactly, I don't feel anything against her behavior because she doesn't really have the capacity to see what she's doing wrong or what she's missing. She's behaving very naturally in accordance to how she's been raised and how she has developed and the way people have treated her. This is very natural for her, and she doesn't quite see that she's missing something here. Missing the real connection with you. Because you have a lot more to share than meets the eye. There's a lot more to you than meets the eye. Why do I have the ability to see that in you? Despite everything we've seen thus far, I can tell inside your heart there's a lot more meaning, a lot more real depth to you than what we've seen so far. The reason, okay, this is what I'm talking about here. You really put a lot of thought, a lot of dedication and focus towards what you are trying to accomplish. Even if it doesn't make sense to... It's just, I don't understand what you're trying to accomplish. The thing is you really do understand it. You really do know and feel strongly that this is what you are to be doing, how you're meant to be doing it, and all of that. You seem to understand. And therefore, I trust that you do know what you're doing, and I let you continue as you will. Spirit is not interjecting or letting me do anything else but follow your lead and watching you. And so, again, this is quite strange to me. This whole thing is quite strange to me. As I'm analyzing everybody, analyzing the scenes, this terribly dampening feeling. I mean, how do you feel about life? Does life feel like a parade to you? Does life feel like a cruise, a carnival cruise to the Caribbean? Does life feel like a wonderful skiing trip? Does life feel like it's in a fluid balance and everything just seems to flow and make sense? Or does life feel like you're putting your deepest thoughts and passions and inspirations into projects that aren't really coming to life in a way that brings light to your life or the world, or grows a real garden of meaning? This plant you planted does mean something. It was a job well done, but that did not delight you, did not bring happiness to you. It brought exhaustion. This entire thing, I felt so exhausted until this beautiful woman comes out of this car. Now I don't. I feel captivated. But me evaluating everything, I am so disappointed that this is what is bringing you the greatest light of your life, because this is not embracing you. This is not loving you. It's just capturing your attention. And when I'm trying to push through the scenes, they keep getting stuck and sticky, like they're all super glued. And I'm trying to move them and push them, but it's like trying to push mud through a garden hose. I'm not able to fluidly push through the scenes naturally. They aren't naturally flowing. This is also reflection of how everything is a part of the wisdom. This is how you can feel about life. This is how life seems to reflect back at you. This is what life means to you. I'm asking my spirit guides if you can help me disconnect from this runaround. Maybe there's something else we can do here. I'm wanting so bad to fill you with love and help clear out that sticky energy, but they're not letting me. They're only allowing me to share what I see, how I feel, how all the scenes make me feel, what I believe in, what I want to see for you. All of this stuff, that is what they're sharing in accordance with the images that we've seen. I'm being patient. I can't give up. I can't give up. That's what I'm literally seeing all of these experiences in sort of an odd oblong sort of orb. And I'm trying to disconnect from it and step back and go to a different approach. Some tiny voice says, I can't give up. I have to keep trying. I have to keep doing. There's some point where you just say, you know what? It's not the right approach, or it's not been working for me. Is there another angle? Is there another view? Is there another truth to all of this? Something different. They're showing me riding on a train in motion. I feel like I'm getting somewhere with my life. I'm sitting on top of the train. I'm feeling the breeze through my face, through my hair, and I've got my arms open. It's like Leonardo DiCaprio in the Titanic. It's like, I'm free. And the world is taking me to where my dreams are. I'm writing my dream. I feel the freedom to just go where I please. It has a childlike reflection to it, and a child that is smiling, and in its face there comes light. Now I see you again, and I'm telling you the feeling of stuck, or I'm struggling, or it's sticky. How do I describe what this looks like? It looks like mud, and it looks like a boot. It feels like nothing is moving forward, stuck in the mud. Foot even comes out of boot. Now we see the sock. What are we going to do? Walk in the mud with our socks on now. It's that annoying feeling, Nobody wants to walk in mud with their socks on. They're helping me share more energy and love in the scene. They're helping me to loosen things up a little bit with light. They're allowing this to manifest in your world because you need it. It is in the form of sunlight. Sunlight that eats away at the sticky, stuck feeling. It eats away at the glue. I didn't realize how gluey your scene or experience is. It's like you're contained in infinite numbers of spider webs that are holding you down or holding you back. The warmth is actually eating away at them and helping to create freedom. This is real love, real freedom. I can't say that what we saw at the vehicle was not real love. There was just something, I'm examining the meaning behind it, and I can't say that it is true love either. But this warmth is creating meaning to everything. It's eating away at all of the sticky spider webs. It's eating away at everything. Even in the air, 10 feet away from you, there's sticky spider webs. It's drying the mud, so now it's not sticky either. It's just dry dirt. You can walk. You can run. You can do a cartwheel and some backflips. And your feet are not stuck. Your feet can come out of the boots and run around, and they're not sinking in mud and socks getting all dirty and gross. You feel freedom. And in this freedom, you feel energized. You feel like doing gymnastics. Lots and lots of somersaults and back handsprings and all kinds of stuff. You feel like jumping up and down. On a trampoline even. As high as you can go. Higher and higher and higher. You could jump into the clouds. You can jump beyond it. It feels so free in your heart. You're laughing. You feel alive. You're turning into a bunny rabbit that's obsessed with jumping on this trampoline. As high as you can go. You have really big bunny rabbit feet. You're just so happy. You're not focusing on anything else but your joy. And jumping as high as you can go. I'm watching you. You're jumping as high as airplanes can fly. You feel big. They're showing me how much you've grown. What was just a normal-sized man is now, instead of jumping as high as the planes can go, you are as tall as that height. You're in the clouds. You're grown to that height. You see much further than ever before. And your sight is not anything to do with this woman or the bush or the whatever you were taking apart there or the yellow feathers or anything. When you walk, you make an impact. The ground shakes under your feet. You're not worried about that. You have somewhere you need to go. You're running now. As you run, you're getting shorter and you're starting to turn into a normal-sized person with really massive feet. The feet are definitely too big for somebody who's this tall. They're still the sized feet of, they're like 30 feet long. And you're like 6 foot tall or something. So the size of the feet are just not making sense. Your feet are getting heavier and heavier. It's really challenging to run or move. You can't lift your feet anymore. You're stuck again. Oh man, the stuck feeling is very hard to deal with for me. You create what is like super glue even in the air itself, and it feels absolutely impossible to get through it. It's almost not believable that it could be this bad, this stuck. Because I can feel what normal flow feels like. It's like I'm moving, yay, going down the stream. For you, it's like everything halts. There's motivation to move forward, and it's like, I'm a fly caught in a spider web, and I'm stuck. And the spider's not there, but I'm just stuck, and no matter how I fan my wings or whatever, I'm not getting away. I'm not in danger. My life is not in danger, but I can't get out. I feel stuck. The movement or ability to get from one thing to the next is very difficult. They're not allowing me to heal anything right now. You need to lay down and let some things go. You gotta let some things go. The only thing they're showing me, you are forced now to be so stuck that you can't go anywhere. And now you need to just acknowledge that it is time to stop everything. Just relax. You're being asked to lay down and just let go of things. Let go of everything. They're showing me when you let go, you actually fall asleep or wake up. The sensation is both. You fall asleep and experience what is falling asleep next to a really extremely gorgeous brook with a beautiful waterfall, and it's totally a natural scene. Very pure, clean water, and the sounds of is just, it's amazing. So you fall, when you let go, you can rest in a place like this. This is what the energy feels like. And then you wake up also in a place like this. And this place feels warm and loving and healing and natural and pure and sacred. And it makes sense. Makes more sense than anything else we've ever seen this whole time. You put your hands out and now they're filling with this water, and now you're drinking. And as you drink, you also splash water upon your face. You're going into the water and you're bathing now. You're washing the dirt off of your skin. You're moving with fluidness. This is normal. This is the way it should feel. You're washing your backside. You're washing everything. You're feeling the water is cool, but it's so inviting. Usually like a hot shower, but this cool, clean water is so inviting. It's perfect. Oh, it's lovely. There's more to this than that. I'm waiting for the next thing. Because what feels like... I see just you here in this waterfall, okay? But there is thoughts or feelings as though you don't want to be experiencing the waterfall by yourself. You want to share this with somebody. You don't want it to just be you. So I'm manifesting the image of a lovely woman here. A woman, though, that sees you. She looks completely different than the woman that was sort of a glamorous celebrity. She literally looked like she was walking the red carpet. Sparkly, teal-colored dress, big jewelry, and big earrings, perfect makeup, hair was perfect. She looks like she's, Miss America or Miss Universe or something. And just waving, like a silly little wave or whatever. Like she's waving to everybody but not seeing you. This woman is natural, totally natural. Natural breasts and curvature and hair that's natural. And she sees you. I'm seeing what the response is. You're happy about this. You're happy about this. You have a lot of love to share. I'm telling you, I can feel that you're deeper than all of this. And it doesn't make sense. None of it has made sense. This is the most sensical and most beautiful, most real side to you I've seen. I saw it when you opened the door and the way you looked at her and the way your heart felt. I could feel now how deep you are. And it helped me understand why you were not going to give up on all these different things, even if it didn't make sense. Something about the love within you. You're quite deep. And when you take in this female with your eyes and your heart, you actually can love really genuinely. You really want to have a balanced flow of love between your heart and the heart of another. It's really fulfilling, and I can feel how alive you are now in comparison. You really feel alive right now. There's no lovemaking going on. You're actually washing her body. It's really sweet. And you're both laughing about something. You're both understanding each other. She's not shy. She's natural. She's okay to stand here with you without clothes on. She's not embarrassed or shy, and neither are you. You're just watching. It's strange because you guys, you're both naked. It's a natural setting. You're both happy, but you're not caressing each other. It's very strange. I expected to see that. It's almost like you're just two friends washing each other, laughing, talking about the day, and then you're just going to put your clothes on and say, okay, see you later. Sort of odd. What happened to your heart? Because I felt you filling with so much love. I felt you go from way down here, way up here, and you felt genuinely fulfilled. You were so happy to have a companion enter the scene, but it just neutralized and didn't go anywhere. I'm having her disappear, and it's just you now in the water. I just want to see how you change. You're starting to go back to your old stuck ways. It's everything might as well just, you're already giving up. Everything's starting to return. We're still in the scene, but the spider webs are coming back again. You're just pulling back and away from something where you were so close to feeling something beautiful. It's like you're stuck in the spider web again. I can feel it. even if I don't see the spider webs, I feel the energy shift, and it feels just like this. And it feels like every air particle is covered in super glue, and you're pulling into it and getting stuck and unable to feel alive or movement. When I get to see your deep heart, it's like I knew there's more to you than this. Why does it keep getting... Why does it just... Door closes, I'm just going to accept the sticky glue experience. Why does that happen? They aren't going to let me do anything additional here. They are not going to let me. In fact, you're becoming so full of sticky glue again, just like in the beginning. I'm waiting for them to give one piece of advice for you. There's a scene with a man who's looking for light. And what is the manifestation of all dreams? And he's just standing before it and not even choosing to take one step towards it. He feels stuck and unable to even move towards the manifestation of any beautiful dream he'd ever had. In fact, he feels further pulled away, even though he's not actually further away from this light. He's still in the same place, but the sticky glue feeling makes you feel like you're being pulled back and away, even if you're standing right before the light of all. And you want to take steps, but you don't take steps. And then you just give up and you let it go, and you just succumb to this energy. You close your door, and this is as far as you'll go. You actually have to open your doorway and allow the light to enter into your heart. I'm not able to heal the sticky glue because you haven't fully accepted or allowed... You're not allowing yourself to let go of that aspect. Otherwise, I'd be able to do more work for you. All I can do is share what I see, and that's all that I can do for you. They keep showing that celebrity female is important and the female who is natural is important. The way you respond to both is important. The way you respond to life experiences. The visual image of a boot stuck in mud and then the foot coming out of it, and now you have to walk through mud, and that gross feeling is also part of this. Putting emphasis towards a goal and not giving up, but it isn't the goal that helps you feel like you are jumping on the trampoline and into the light, bigger than life itself. That moment is so short-lived only to feel conquered by life itself, stuck again. You let go, and now life helps you to feel healed, only to have it happen only briefly before you feel stuck again. So that's all they're going to share. All right. Well, thank you for this experience. That's very, very interesting. Thank you, too, for sharing it openly. I just really want the best for you. You have a lot. You have a lot in the heart. You have a lot inside of you. So you can do this. You can feel aligned with something better than all of this, and you can stay true to it. Allow yourself to let go of anything. The feelings, like when you get stuck, just let go. I don't know how your life feels or how the pathway feels for you specifically, but this is undeniable, the stuck feeling, and like I can't get through it is the way this feels. So I'll be curious to know what this all means to you. So thank you again for this. And for those of you watching, if you're interested in a psychic reading or spiritual healing with me, please visit my website at abbynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you for watching.